Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Thursday, October 29th, 8:55 a.m. A beautiful amount of fiat is cruising into crypto this morning. Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, XRP, Litecoin. Beautiful, beautiful stream of fiat into crypto today. Looking at Coin360, we have a green Bitcoin this morning, up over 1% last 24 hours, and Ethereum is starting to close on that $400 psychological number. With the market the way it's looking right now, it would not surprise me if Ethereum gets over $400 today. Again. All right, volume last 24 hours, 1.8 billion. That is rocking. 1 billion of that on Binance. And of course, Coinbase and Kraken not looking too bad either. Since all the volume is on Coinbase, since all the volume is on, or I should say that most of the volume is on Binance, let's look at longs versus short sentiment there. Longs 46%, shorts 53%. So I'm going to call that indecisive for longs versus shorts sentiment. All right, Dow Jones Industrial Average, basically a red candle yesterday for sure. This morning a green candle, but I would call it an indecisive doji right now. A green indecisive doji for the SPX, Russell 2000, a bit of an indecisive green doji. I will say the dollar strength index, the DXY, is definitely a decisive green candle today on the daily. And the KRE that I use for bank strength index, US bank strength index, an indecisive green candle today, and it's flirting with getting back over the 200 moving average. Silver and gold. Looking at gold, a red candle today, a red candle yesterday. Silver, red candle yesterday, red candle today. Silver is kind of testing previous support and resistance. Let's see if it will get a bounce today. All right. Phil, somebody I know, made a good video about is Bitcoin decoupling from the SPX, from the S&P 500. Here's a chart to look at that. This is the S&P 500 on top, going down. Although it does have a green candle today, a slight one. Bitcoin is going up. Interesting. Has it decoupled? Look at this. Here's the compare function in TradingView. Bitcoin going up. SPX going down, S&P 500 going down. Have they decoupled? Well, at least for the moment, it appears that they have. We shall see. I mean, definitely, if we start getting more velocity for the S&P dumping and more velocity for Bitcoin climbing, hey, that is pretty darn interesting. Go away, the indicator. All right. Bitcoin on the daily, beautiful green candle today. Definitely has a wick on it, that's for sure. But we are looking like a good, powerful green candle today. We're above the 200 moving average. The MACD is not looking bad. That histogram, as you can see, is slowly beginning to close. It looks like we'll probably finish the cycle like we have had before. But one thing about Bitcoin, there is no top and there is no bottom. It can do whatever it wants. Looking at the, let's start with a 4-hour chart. Looking at the 4-hour chart, I do think that this fib that I drew, I start on the candle that broke the 200 moving average recently and go, of course, to our high. It does look like we are going to range between 13,800 and 13,000 even. Kind of looks like our range. We shall see. There's some support and resistance right here around 3,300 to 3,400. There's a bit of a heartbeat in there for sure, but basically we're going to range. That's what's happening. We are getting close to weekend. I mean, tomorrow is Friday, and of course next week is the election. So if we do look, I mean, today is Thursday, October 29th, and of course we're going to lead into next week. That's election week, so we're going to have some crazy volatility. So who knows what's going to happen. Myself, I am just going to hop out of the market on today or tomorrow and just let it ride through the election, because really we have no idea what's going to happen. But definitely, if Bitcoin began to dump, we could see buys at 13,000. We could see buys at 12,600. We could see buys at 12,200. If we go down to the 618, we could see buys at 11,800. So place your bets if you so desire, not financial advice. On the 4-hour chart here, look at that. The MACD has violently turned upwards, and that is beautiful. And if we follow that with the 2-hour chart, you can see that the MACD is about probably not that far from turning positive. Even though it's below the mid-range, always a little healthier when you're above. Still, We definitely are. As you can see, look at that 2-hour chart right there. We are definitely, it's pumping right now as we speak. We're definitely getting some beautiful upwards momentum. This is the 45-minute chart right here with a very powerful MACD positive cross. And let's look here at the 45-minute chart. One bounce off the 200 moving average, another bounce off the 200 moving average, and it appears that we're going to continue up from there. All the super guppy EMAs are green again, as you can see by this green diamond. The RSI stochastic is a bit played out, but there's no top, no bottom. Anything can happen. One thing to look at is the directional index here is green, and the ADX is slightly above 25, which is definitely a positive thing. Over on Radiant Creators, and I linked to this in the show notes, interviewed VP yesterday for the second time. He's got a new book out. It really is about the zen of and really the mastery of the trading psychology, especially around Forex and crypto, since really crypto's Forex. And with that said, you want to win at life, want to win at crypto, want to be good at one thing that makes everything else also better. It's really he wrote a book, and then in our interview was really about the mastery of life, the mastery of. I would just watch it. It was amazing. Check it out. Doesn't really matter if you follow. Well, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter, but here's the deal. The book's amazing about the trade, about the psychology of trading crypto and Forex, and that is profound. And it's about really the psychology of winning in life. It's an amazing book, short read. I would suggest it. Even if you only listen to the interview, I think you're going to get a lot out of the mental aspect. All right, Iran changes law to use Bitcoin for imports. As countries have financial struggles, it doesn't matter if you like Iran or not. This could be any country. Basically, countries are, I think, as we face the new normal, or whatever you want to call it, as we do go through the economic challenges that come in many, many forms right now in the world. I don't need to list them. Countries are going to start doing this. You watch, countries will not only start to use Bitcoin for imports, exports, they're going to use it for, well, of course, international commerce. And don't be surprised if they go, you know what? Our fiat's falling apart, we'll use Bitcoin. So watch for this, because there's a parallel civilization and a parallel economy being built right now. This is a huge sign of it. Doesn't matter if you like Iran or not. It's not only happening there, it's going to be happening in countries that you like and countries that you don't. Once again, whatisanaoperator.com. Go there, click on Bitcoin Daily View, notes on all this stuff. Everybody take care. This is definitely a glorious Thursday. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going into a glorious Friday. Hey, next week's going to be crazy. I myself am out of the market, not financial advice, but hey, anything could happen. Let me know in the comments, what do you think the election week is going to bring? Volatility, of course, but volatility up for Bitcoin, or volatility down for Bitcoin, or volatility sideways for Bitcoin? Take care.